Hi, my name is Amanda Gary. I want to thank you for coming here tonight and joining me. The first question I want to ask you is how many of you have texted and drove at the same time?
I did.
Okay. The reason why I want to inform you about this is that I personally was almost in a car wreck because the other person was texting and driving at the same time. Texting and driving is very dangerous. People have lost their lives, and changes to the law needs to be made to prevent more deaths from happening. Today I'm going to focus on persuading all of you not to text and drive. When you take your eyes off the road for those 3 seconds, you're going the rate of 55 miles an hour, which is the size of a football field, as you were blind. So a lot of fatalities has happened due to texting and driving. It's up there with the same as drinking and driving now. And we need to change the laws, and we need to go to the schools and speak to the children about this situation, how dangerous it is. I know we can't stop everyone from texting. However, if one person stops, we may be able to save that one person's life. Distracting driving, people who text and drive are 23 times more likely to be in a crash. That comes from American Journal Health, 2010. And like I said again, the first time, texting and driving, if you take your eyes off the road for an average of 4.6 seconds, it's the same as driving 55 miles an hour down a football field blindfolded. That's www.distraction.gov. The death toll is continuing to grow. Quote, increasing text volumes resulted in more than 16,000 additional fatalities from 2001 to 2007, unquote. American Journal Public Health, 2010. In 2010, the first female, 21 years old, in Wisconsin to be charged with a homicide from texting and driving. She hit a young man at the back of his car and killed him. And she's in prison now for the rest of her life. And she wasn't in the car 5 minutes, and she started texting when she was driving. That comes from Wisconsin State Journal, 2012. Changes need to be made to prevent texting and driving. We know law enforcement can't be everywhere, but they can cite you for distracted driving if they do see you. More than half of the states in the United States have banned texting and driving. That's www.ibtimes.com. Heather's Law is a law that was proposed for the state of Florida to ban cell phone calls and texting while driving. That's theledger.com. Heather was a little girl that was at a bus stop, and she was hit by a truck driver who was texting and driving. She was killed. Her life was cut short because someone was not paying attention. However, the law, Florida did not pass Heather's Law. So they're trying to redo it and get it proposed where that law will be passed in Heather's name. So I'm just asking you all, do not text and drive because you could be seriously injured or killed. So before you decide to text and drive, remember Heather, the little girl that cut her life short because somebody wasn't paying attention to the road. In addition, if an accident is caused by texting and driving, there's a good chance you might be charged with a homicide like that 21-year-old female in Wisconsin. And she's going to spend the rest of her life in prison. Your kids mirror what you do. So if you're texting and driving and they see that, they're going to do it. We all know that. Everything that their parents do or somebody else does, they're going to mirror it. So, texting and driving is dangerous. People have lost their lives. Changes are needed to be made to prevent deaths and injuries. I want you all to take one thing from the speech, and that is life is already too short. Don't make it any shorter by texting while driving. It's not worth it. And I want to thank you all for coming tonight, and I hope you take that away with you and you do not text and drive because somebody loves y'all. I want to thank you. Have a good night.